Every morning, neighbors say that the school children wait right here for the bus, and the prostitutes, they stand right over there. A proximity they believe is too close to home. For beekeeping, Bates didn't expect his plants to produce, and now his prune trees are expecting an abundance. Many of the vandalized graves have historical significance. Some were built as early as the 1800s and simply cannot be replaced. Authorities say that Thompson's body was found in a wooded area of Dillon State Park, and now her family is left grieving her loss. It is reported that 100,000 accidents happen a year because of texting while driving, and today people learned how to decrease that number.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah, she remembers. So tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. Do you have plans, Courtney?
Well, we can go to Tlaquepaque again like we did
All
and
those
order in
specials.
Spanish.
Yes.
Unlike thousands of Ohio beekeepers who have lost 50 to 80% of their honeybees over the harsh winter, owner of Olds Fruit Farm here in Zanesville, Orland Bates Jr. says, besides a few disturbances from skunks, his 4 hives are doing just fine. Unlike other Ohio farmers, Bates leaves his bees alone during the winter, letting them do what they do naturally, and that's why his hives are still alive. He credits his success to keeping his hives closed during the winter months. Other beekeepers tend to check on them, reducing the hive's internal temperatures and in turn killing the bees. Bates also remembers the effects that pesticides and weed killers used by his neighbors had on his farm.
The poisons are just killing everything. My bats are gone, my bees were gone. That was a bad year.
Bates says that bees also need a balanced diet and a permanent home to flourish. Oftentimes, bees travel thousands of miles for commercial farming, weakening the hives. Bates knows firsthand the importance of these creatures. Before beekeeping, Bates didn't expect his plants to produce, and now his prune trees are expecting an abundance. Currently, Bates has 2 different types of bees at his farm, both Carlinoias and Italians, to pollinate his plum and peach trees during the spring, and he hopes to continue multiplying his swarms for many years to come. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, nationwide, honeybees pollinate more than $14 billion in crops each year. For WHIZ, I'm Courtney Wheaton. When Cindy Petticord moved into her Ridge Avenue home a little less than a year ago, she says she had no idea that the neighborhood came with one major issue: prostitution.
The Johns are coming up down the street all hours of the night. I mean, you see the same truck going around a million times. You know that's what they're out for.
Like most mothers, Petticord says she wants the best for her children, but with prostitutes working in the same area where neighborhood kids play, she says it's unlikely. Every morning, neighbors say that the school children wait right here for the bus, and the prostitutes, they stand right over there. A proximity they believe is too close to home. Neighbor Audra Sherwood agrees that the situation is getting out of hand.
They're out here a lot, especially on Friday and Saturday nights, getting dropped off, the car door slamming. I've seen them exchange drugs in their car and smoke crack.
Petticord has since met with the Zanesville City Council and Police Department demanding answers.
I think they ought to chase them off the street or get them for loitering.
Police Chief Kenneth Miller says since the first of the month, they have received 40 calls about solicitation, and so far they have made 15 arrests. He says the process is more difficult to address than people may believe.
Number one, it's hard to catch them actually breaking the law, because it is not breaking the law by standing on the sidewalk.
Chief Miller also says the department initiates undercover stings and is working hard to fix the issue. Until then, local residents are urging the city to remember one thing.
You know, the city seems to think this neighborhood is a bunch of like drug addicts and people don't care. But if you take a look around the neighborhood, the lawns are mowed and the houses are kept up and within reason, so people do care.
For WHIZ, I'm Courtney Wheaton. 26-year-old Kayla Thompson's life was cut short when she was abducted and murdered while performing her job as a delivery girl for Plus One Pizza in Cambridge. She never expected that her delivery to McPherson Avenue would be the last. Guernsey County deputies say that when questioned, a woman at the residence says she witnessed her boyfriend driving the delivery vehicle.
We've identified the 32-year-old Cambridge man as Adam Charles Burris, who's the suspect in this case, who is wanted in Butler County, Middletown, Ohio, on domestic violence.
After tracking Burris's cell phone, authorities found him traveling east on I-70 and took him into custody. Eventually, Burris led them 30 miles west of Cambridge to Zanesville, where Thompson's body was found. Authorities say that Thompson's body was found in a wooded area of Dillon State Park, and now her family is left grieving her loss. Thompson's sister Amber says that it's difficult to believe that Kayla is no longer with her because of one man's actions, but aims to keep her sister's memory alive.
I'm going to miss her smile and her. She was such a fun person to be around. She was so silly and full of life, and it's so tragic what happened, and it's not fair to anybody at all. What makes you think you can do that to someone? What gives you that right?
Thompson's other sister, Sherry, says that the people who will suffer the most are her children, 3-year-old Ava and 2-month-old Colton, who will never know the love of their mother firsthand.
She was a fantastic mother. Her kids were her entire world. She did everything she possibly could for them.
The sisters say that children are now in the care of their aunt. With donations, they hope to set up a college fund for both kids. They say that Thompson did not have life insurance and that they are hosting a variety of benefits to offset the $13,000 worth of funeral costs. If you would like to help, you can visit the WHIZ website for a list of accounts set up in Thompson's honor. Thompson's autopsy reports have yet to be released, and the case remains under investigation. Burris is being charged with murder, and his bond hearing is set for Monday.